anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Monday. It is June 29th, 2026. You may follow me on the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. This table, don't take it with you. It's not meant for you. And that's okay. Not everything is meant for us. We're using Intuitive Kev's Kipperish Oracle deck, Kevin Thomas Jr., Intuitive Gang LLC 2023. You can find this on Etsy. I told you guys last week I bought the three deck deal for like $99.99. I want to say free shipping, tax. Sorry, free shipping, but pay tax. Obviously. I mean, it is the US. Obviously. I hope everybody had a good Monday. I want to thank the lady for commenting on Bubbles this morning. He's okay. He's all right. He goes to the doctor regularly. It's so hard because you never know if an animal's in pain or not, right? You never know. And it's like, are you crying because you're in pain? Or are you crying because the water's not on? And then I turn the water on. He goes in there and he sits there and watches it for 5 minutes. And then he leaves and then he starts crying again. And I'm like, I'm like, it can't be pain. It has to be like you want water, but you just don't want that water. You don't want the bowl water. You don't want the fountain water. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but I think he knows that he needs water. I think he knows that there's something wrong. I mean, obviously, he probably knows, right? Like, people know when they're sick. He knows. And I think he knows he needs water. But the thing is like, why is he so damn picky? Why is he so damn picky about the water? And you know what? Here's the funny thing. I bought the first fountain after I had to put Mrs. Pickles to sleep because she died from kidney failure. She had kidney failure. She was in kidney failure. So I bought the first fountain. He went in and got tested, and he was very beginning stages of kidney disease, but it registered. I bought another fountain. January, February, I bought the second fountain. I had 2 fountains on the counters. I had 2 bowls of water, one on the floor, one on the stove. I would leave the sink on in the kitchen. Then I started leaving the sink on in the bathroom. And Harley and Homer will drink out of the fountain. One fountain. They don't like the newer fountain that I got in January, February. They didn't like it. I ended up, I think in beginning of May, end of April, beginning of May, I cleaned it up and put it away. I put it back in the box and put it away. I'm not going to return it or anything like that, but I mean, I can't, but I figured I'll just keep it just in case. But they only drink out of the one water fountain. I clean it like every week. He's so picky about the water, and it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating because it's like he knows he needs water. I know you need water. Just drink the water. What the hell is this? It's okay. I needed a good laugh. So hot in the warehouse today. I wanted to take off all my clothes. I'm not even gonna lie. Someone's lusting after an authority figure, or like a boss, somebody in charge. It could even be like not necessarily like an authority figure, not necessarily like government. It could just be somebody's lusting after somebody that seems like a boss lady, boss man. Like they got their shit together, they take care of themselves. Also, possibly somebody that is viewed by the community in a very good light, like somebody that might be like an upstanding citizen. I mean, that could be anyone. It doesn't really. They could hope, whoever this is that's lusting, they could hope that somebody, like they want somebody to trust them, even though whoever this person is that's lusting, this is somebody that's like this is somebody wearing a mask. This is like two-faced liar. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh shit. They're lusting after a sweetheart. They could. Okay, so this person could be looked at. Person could be wearing a mask. They could be a liar, right? But they could also be creating gossip about a sweetheart. The thing is whoever this sweetheart is, she's in alignment and she is protected by her ancestors, her dearly departed loved ones. We got 6 on the table. We're doing 2 more shuffles. Now that I'm looking at these 2 cards, technically it could be the same person. The lusting person. The lusting person could be an authority figure or like a government figure, or again, just somebody that's like a boss, somebody that takes care of business. Okay, one more shuffle. One more shuffle. Jeez. It's kind of weird that picture is with that word, because it doesn't really give that, but whatever. Bottom of the deck, we've got 7 cards on the table, by the way, no reversals. Bottom of the deck is unbothered. I don't think this bothers that sweetheart at all. This even looks like the same feminine on the sweetheart card. Okay. Top of the deck is thief and third party sitch, which, that rhymes for. All right. I'm going to set this on the box. We've got lust, trusted, false narrative, because they're talking shit about this sweetheart. Again, I love these cards. Intuitive Kev on Etsy. He's got, I think he's just just the 3, because I bought the bundle. I think he sells other stuff on there, though, if I remember correctly. I thought I saw something else on there. We got chakras. We got ancestors, dearly departed loved ones. And bottom of the deck is obsession. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Sorry, my arm's itchy. Um, Whoever this lustful person is, they're obsessed with this sweetheart. I don't understand. Like behind the scenes, you're like stalking them, you're obsessed with them, but then you talk shit about them. Like, like and like I said, the sweetheart is aligned with the chakras and protected with the ancestors. So if this resonates, this isn't going to hit you. It's just kind of like, hey, this is what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know, like I'm trying to like rationalize this through my own life story. Like, could this be anybody I know? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Yeah, it's I don't know what I don't know. Like also this ancestors card, the number on it is 84. They're all numbered. But I thought it said B4. Isn't that like a vitamin? Isn't B4 a vitamin? Let me see. Because I was going to tell you guys B4, but now I'm thinking, I seriously think it's a vitamin. Probably one that I take and I just don't even remember. Vitamin B4 is not an officially recognized vitamin because the substance previously given this name can be manufactured naturally by the human body. By definition, true vitamins are essential nutrients that the human body cannot make on its own. Historically, the name vitamin B4 also most commonly referred to as adenine, but it was also occasionally used to describe choline or carnitine. Carnitine helps convert fat to energy. Choline is an essential nutrient that supports liver function, brain health, and cell structure. Adenine is a nucleobase used to build DNA and RNA. It also forms ATP, which is the primary energy currency of your cells. Okay. So it's technically not a vitamin, but it's a vitamin, apparently. Somebody might need it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Watch, in 10 years we'll find out B4 was like a level on the spaceship where all the aliens were found in 2028. It was funny. I was watching one of my favorite readers yesterday and she was doing like a moon retrograde, all kinds of things going on. I think I told you guys yesterday what she said. Mars is moving from Taurus into Gemini, and Mars being in Taurus was everything was slow, but now that it's moving into Gemini, everything's going to pick up. It could be a little chaotic, is what she said. But she was talking about how she got a download that there was going to be footage of aliens like out and about, like somebody just looks up and sees a couple aliens walking down the street like it's all normal, and somebody is going to take a picture of it and it's going to somehow get online, it's going to get on the news. And she said that the government, that the media is going to try and convince you, this is what she said, going to try and convince you that it's normal to see aliens walking down the street, that you've always seen them, that they were always there. And I started laughing because you guys know me. I believe in anything and everything. Conspiracy theory, nothing is a conspiracy theory. Everything is possible, okay? when she said that, I started laughing because I'm a firm believer that aliens have always been here, that another species has always been here for a long, 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 long time. Long, long, long time. Would I put it past the government to try and convince us that aliens are out and about walking and we always knew it? No, of course not. No. I mean, you know about Mandela effect, right? Like, of course not. Like, I would not put it past them to try that. The thing is you're talking about millions and millions and millions and millions of people in the US. Has it hit billions, trillions? Whatever the case. You can't convince that many people of that fact unless you're going to bring in unless you're going to bring in Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, and they're going to have those little things where they're like boop, like look at the light. Boop. Aliens were always there. Look at the light. Look at the light, Timmy. Oh my god. I am a firm believer that aliens were always there. Just my opinion. Hmm. I don't know what else to say. I'm not really getting that either. I was gonna say this is somebody that could have been pulled into this by a community to gossip about this person and treat them like crap and whatever else. And then they realize that they actually have a thing for them. Hmm. I was hearing a song in my head. What was that? It kind of sounded like the Divinals. I don't know if you guys ever heard the song I Touch Myself by the Divinals. It sounded like that lead singer's voice, but it wasn't that song. I used to have that album, I think on cassette. I haven't had it in a long time. Because I could hear her voice singing and it's like a slow paced, like croon kind of. And I don't necessarily think this person has to have been working with a community. They could have. I'm just not really seeing it either way. I'm not really seeing a lot, honestly. And I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Like, okay, that was weird. Maybe somebody's going to go to the doctor for their feet or something. I was seeing someone up like sitting up on like a doctor's table kind of thing with their feet up, and a doctor was looking at their feet, and they were like, "So, what up, doc? What do you think about my feet?" And the doctor was saying something, and all of a sudden I was like, "Feet? What? Feet?" picturing Molly Ringwald's character, Samantha, in 16 Candles when she's talking to her, I think she's talking to her father, I think. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. One last thing before I let this go, because there's nothing else here. Like this is like this is it. This is what it is. It's like I feel like this was kind of like a message, kind of like a warning for somebody, like, hey, you have a stalker out there. Whoever this sweetheart's ancestors, dearly departed loved ones, um, they are obsessed with this sweetheart. Like they protect this sweetheart like nobody's business. Like it's nobody's business. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you're entertained. Hopefully, you enjoyed my story time hour, because that's really all the information I gave out. Like this was very straightforward, and it's not. I know this is gonna sound funny, but sometimes I feel like when the reads give the most information, I already know, because sometimes when I lay the cards down, like they'll look like they're popping to me, like they'll look like they're kind of like leaping out at me, and these just look like flat cards. They look like there's nothing going on. All right. Again, I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were entertained. I hope you all have a lovely evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.